my Flosstube friends. It's time for another episode. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another fun Friday Flosstube weekly update with me. I am Annie Joyfield Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. And I am happy to report that I am back within 1 week to see you and chat with you and share what I've stitched on, a little bit of my life. I'm going to show you what I opened in my Christmas countdown boxes that I have been opening this week, some of my hallelujah that came, my Joy-Filled Stashy Stash that came, and yeah, just have a chat with you. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the new folks that are joining me. My subscriber count has ticked up, and I'm like, what? Like, this is incredible. I am so excited that some of you are joining for my videos. I am like this close to 4K, which is mind-blowing and a true blessing that so many of you decide to come and hang out with me, even through this kind of weird, rocky period at the beginning of this school year. And specifically, I want to say thank you so much for all of your kind, caring, supportive comments over the last week. I have been blown away. My heart has just exploded with so much happiness. I literally cannot thank you enough. What a true joy you've brought to me. So, let's start out with some hugs. Let me give you a rundown of what we're doing here. So, we're going to do some hugs. And then we're going to go through and look at what my I got out of my Christmas countdown boxes, because I know some of y'all are here for that. Then we're going to do some what I stitched on this week. Then we're going to do a little bit of my stash, or all of my stash. And then we're going to talk about kind of what's been going on in my life. So, with that being said, we may have some segments here and there. That's okay. But first things first, let's do our hugs, and one on each side. Okay, and then we hug ourselves. On this channel, I love to give hugs. It is just something we started a while ago, and it just continues on. And the weeks I forget, I'm quickly reminded in comments that I forgot. So I'm going to try not to, but you know, human brains, when full of other useless information, they forget the important things. So let's get our hugs on both sides. So come in for your hug. We got a hug on this side. We got a hug on this side. And if I didn't say so, this is Flosstube number 129. It is December the 10th, 2021, and this is my second video of Flossmas. So last year I filmed a video every single day for Flossmas, and this year I just can't get it together for that. So we are doing a kind of weekly recap on Flossmas. So next segment, so to speak, is I had 2 giveaways last week. So we need to pick the winners of those giveaways. So first thing I had, and this was in my Black Needle Society Nice Box, was a beautiful piece of Fortnite Fabrics linen, 32 count in Winterberry. And I'd asked you to say winter for this item, and a lot of you were really excited about that. And then the other one was actually from my Kitten Stitcher, 25 Days of Christmas, this super cute Bee Company kit. And so it has a chart, it has some finishing materials, it has the like little chipboard wood tag. So quite a few of you were actually excited about this as well. And so I am going to pick those, and I will be right back, because I have to check them off of my spreadsheet to make sure you have filled out my Google form. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so I have gone through, and actually I was kind of bummed because it took me about 6 different people to go through to find someone to give this to, and that is because of the 79 people that commented winter. The first 6 or so that were picked are not on my Google Happy Mail form, so please make sure, because I am going to be giving away a few things today, that if you are interested in receiving one of my items, that you fill out that Google Happy Mail form. That is purely for me to have your mailing information so that I can get it out to you as fast as possible. I understand that some people don't want to share information. That's up to you, but that is the way that I choose to do my giveaways. So, all that being said, the winter fabric is going to go to Christine Foster. So, Christine, thank you so much for commenting, providing me with your address and all the good stuff, and I will be putting this in the mail to you very soon. And then for the Noel, that is going to go to Sally Folk. So Sally, thank you so much again for expressing your interest in this. I am excited to send this your way as well. So yay, getting that out of the way. Let's show some of my Adventy Christmas countdowny things from this week. So I'm going to try to go in order. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to have to pull one item out because it's big and it's making it where I can't fold anything back. So let's see. Where do we start? All right, so we're going to start with day 5. And day 5 in my Kitten Stitcher Christmas, I got a beautiful Silk and Colors silk floss. And this is in the color German Glass Glitter. And it's a beautiful gray Silk and Colors. So that was a super fun sussy. And then for the Cricut Paper Co., which is a stationary one, it's counting down. So I have to still do the mental calculation every time. And it's a sticker, and it's plannery type items. So I thought I'd just show them because they're Stitchy Craft adjacent. So for day 20, I received, well, not day 20, anyway, day 5, I received these super fun, like hollow foiled paint swatch stickers. Actually, 2 sheets of those. And then some date headers, also that really cool hollow pixie foil, and then some dots. So yay, I'm super pumped about those. Those were fun to open. I love it. Loved them, loved them. And then from, this goes with the floss and the winter fabric. So this was from the Black Needle Society Nice List box. This is a chart from Park Hopper Bart. And so this is Winter Welcome, which I think is adorable. How cute is that? So it calls for those flosses that were in one of my days I opened last time. And it calls for that Winterberry or another awesome blue fabric. And it came in this super big silver envelope, which I could see myself regifting things in. Just being perfectly honest, because I could see myself putting something in there. All right, so then day 6 in my Nice List came in a cute little enclosure like this and a super cute wooden needle minder from A Needle Runs Through It. And it's a like stitchy matryoshka doll, kind of like a Russian nesting doll with stitching things, which I think is adorable. I do not know which project it will go on. It may just go up on my needle minder board for now, but that is what it is. Then in my Cricut Paper Co. Cricut Miss Countdown, I got 2 sticky adhesive pockets, which are great to put in journals and things. So one is this rainbow, hollow rainbow with the rainbow stripes, and so it sticks back here on in your journal, and you can put things in the pocket. And then I got this one that looks like the rainbow wash with the holographic stars. So I thought that was super cute. That was a fun little treasure, and I love the backing card as well. That can be good to use in a journal or to put things on. And then in my, this is the Kitten Stitcher Day 6, is this beautiful scarlet letter chart called A Token of Friendship. And I doubt I will stitch this in its entirety, but I love the colors that are used in these Quaker motifs. So I could see myself doing something with that. I'm not ready to part with this yet because I think it's a really beautiful chart. All right, so then let's look at day 7. Is that right? Day 7? Yes. So day 7 from the Nice List is some cards that you can put in with your projects that say Made with Love. So they're kind of cards that you can put in if you've made something for someone, which I think is a cool idea. And then in my Cricut Miss, I received some more stickers. Yay. So some functional stickers. I love her scallops with the glitter, and then her scallop half boxes. So we got some more stickers. I love her stickers. I know not everybody is a fan of the vinyl stickers. I love them. I love them. 100% love them. All right. And then from Kitten Stitcher, we got a blue flower chart called Winter Quail, which is gorgeous. And I love this detailing, but I can tell you I will never stitch this. So I am going to be passing this along. And since he has this very cool scarf detail, if you are interested in stitching this chart and having me send it to you, please use the word scarf, SCARF, in your comment below. Please make sure you are 18. You have filled out my Happy Mail form. Please do not use free giveaway, any of those kind of things that would have people come out that want to enter giveaways but are not interested in stitching. Obviously, those would get weeded out anyway by my Google Happy Mail form. However, I'd like to have just my Stitchy friends and friends of Stitchy friends in the comments below. So again, if you want to enter this one, say scarf. So I'm going to actually put this back in here and put it over in my little giveaway pile. And then day 8, I believe is what we are on now. I received this little phone beanbag. I think it was called, they called it it was by the brand Humbug, but you can put your phone in there like a rest. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought that was a neat little thing to put your phone. It might work with a small iPad as well. So if you stitch off of an iPad like I do, it might even work. And it came in a fun gold bag. All right, day 8 from Kitten Stitcher is a beautiful chart from Heartstring Samplery, Ye Old Noel. And again, this is one that I will likely not stitch. So I am going to use the word, ask you to use the word, because this is so pink, we're going to use pink. So if you are interested in stitching this Heartstring Samplery chart, Ye Old Noel, use the word pink in your comment. Same rules apply as previous. Oh, one more thing. If you have filled out my Happy Mail form previously, you don't need to do it again unless your address has changed. All right, somehow I've got extras from some calendars and not from others. I've got 2 still left from Cricut Mess. So hold on, let's see what we got here. Let's go with this one. We got a skinny 10mm washi tape that has like hollow rainbows on it, which is super fun. And it's kind of a multicolored ombre look. And then for day 16, which was yesterday, I have not opened today's yet, we got some vellum sticky notes. So these are kind of transparent, but they're super sticky and they're just fun. You kind of have to have a permanent marker to write on these, but I think they're fun. They're so pretty. And then day 9 from Kitten Stitcher. I love this chart. I'm not giving this one away. Not yet, at least. Hands to Works, Share Joy. Look at it. It was like made for me. I love that quirky bird. I love the little cutesy tree and how the bird is putting the star on top of the tree. It says joy with the holly. Oh, it's just so good. I have one other Hands to Work that I'm working on currently, and I love it. So that was everything that's in my bucket, because the last item, which was my Black Needle Society from yesterday, does not fit. And I don't think I'm even going to be able to show it all. But I got a blanket, a super soft, cozy, squishy, like minky style blanket. And I will try to show you what it says. It's got a beautiful design on it. So it's got these cardinals at the top. And then like a chimney. Or no, it's cardinals. And then if you come down here, it says, stitching warms my heart. And so does this blanket. This blanket also warms my heart. So it's super cozy. And I didn't get to lay under it because I wanted to show it to y'all. So now I can lay under it if I want to. Except it's 85 degrees today. So tell me how I feel about that. Anyway. So that is all the things that came in my countdown. I will share what I opened today and throughout this next week with you in my next video next week. And so, yeah, I'm super pumped about that. So let's talk about what I stitched on this week. Honestly, not a ton. I did put some time into and finished my rotation for Whip Go on my Dreaming Frida project that I showed you last week. So this was a previous stitch along from last spring. You can now purchase the chart in its entirety. You can purchase it from creativepoppy.com as a PDF. I've had some people reach out to me previously and say, how do you feel about, I said, I've never had an issue with Creative Poppy at all. It is a French, it's based out of France. And so the very first time I went to purchase off of there, it kicked back my card. And that was on my bank's part because it went, wait a minute, are you trying to buy something in France or is somebody else trying to buy something in France? So I use PayPal and my PayPal works more seamlessly. So that's my one suggestion. So anywho, I did spend some more time on this. I'm stitching this with a mix of the called for DMC and stuff from my stash. And this is on a Victorian Motto 18 count colonial Aida. And so I've gotten this whole like mountain scene and the sun completed. And there's my Frida needle minder from Mad for Minders. And I got the like seagulls and a couple of the trees. So this is kind of where I've stopped for now. This will come back out in 2022. However, I have other things that need some time because WIPGO, my ultimate goal for the 2021 year, which is drawing rapidly to a close, is to have a blackout. And I've got some time to spend on 2 different projects to get that blackout. But it's gonna happen. I know it. So you will see this again in 2022. This is an Molly Klein Designs vinyl front project bag with some pretty Rifle Paper Company fabric. I highly recommend. Check her out. She's on Etsy, Molly Klein Designs. All right, then I pulled out, I did a little bit of stitching on the go, and I think I had 1 lunchtime stitching session on this. I got Joy-Filled Little One to yoga on Tuesday. Typically my mom picks her up and takes her, but my mom's super busy right now. And so I just kind of took that weight off of her shoulders. And so I worked on Dasher. This chart is designed by Helen D. She's also East Coast Crafter on Instagram. And she submitted a design last year at like the beginning of the year to Just Cross Stitch magazine. And she was one of 4 folks who submitted designs that were chosen to win their contest for 2021. And this is what she designed. And it is so cute. So this is featured in the December 2021 issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine, not the holiday ornament one, but the actual December 2021 issue. And it's called Dasher. And so if you've seen any of her other designs, I love these kind of just very, typographic, but I love the little whimsy of the Rudolph being stitched in the red etoile. So I am stitching this on 16 count chalkboard black Aida with Gentle Arts chalk for the white, and then I will do DMC etoile in 8/16. And so I got quite a bit done. I started here. This is like this was the midpoint. So I stitched Comet, and then I came up and we did Vixen, Prancer, Dancer, and then we've got Dasher. And then I'm going to work my way down and do Rudolph last. And so it's a super quick stitch. It's been fun to have this available to me. Like one day I had extra time at my lunch. I like either ate my lunch super fast. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. And so I was happy to have this because then I was like, ooh, yay, I can get like a couple of stitches put in. And I did. And then to have this in the car, this is super easy to have in the car. I have this in one of the little small bags. This is the Whip It Up size bag from Allegro Stitches. You can also find her on Etsy. She has super pretty tags. So Allegro Stitches, it's hard to see that. And so I highly recommend her small Whip It Up bags. She also makes a bigger bag, which is really cool. It's called her ABC bag, but I don't need something necessarily that big. So this is like perfect. It fits my 6x6 Q-snap, my flosses, my chart. I've been stitching this one off the paper because it's just easy. And I have a pair of folding snips that I purchased somewhere. I don't remember where I purchased them, but they're rose gold and they're way cool. And I think they're just super rad. Like, look. And then you fold them back and it won't cut your project. Yeah. So anyway, then I worked on that a little bit. And then I started my rotation on this piece. This is my December Whip Go piece. And this is residing in my new Fiddle Feathers bag that I had custom done with Joy-Filled Stitcher on there. I love the zipper pull detailing. So fun. And this was actually in just kind of a random like baggie. And so I got to move it into a bag. This is Long Dog Samplers, Count Your Blessings. And it says count your blessings instead of sheep. And it has sheep and it has dogs and reindeers and houses and this amazing border. And this was my New Year, New Start in January 2022. So this is coming up on its 2nd birthday, and it's not gotten very far. I've put a lot of stitching in this. It says a lot of stitching. So let me just say that. So I've done, I think, about 2 days of my 14 days to get this whip go goal. A day for me is between 30 minutes and an hour of stitching. That's me being realistic. So this is on 18 count what? Sterling from Picture This Plus, and I'm using all the called for gentle arts. I'm nearly done with this section. So I have some half stitches done here that I need to go back and cross. There's a little bit of this turquoisey color right here. And then this part is done. But in the grand scheme of things, when you look at the pattern this size, you're like, that's not that much. That's not that much. Look at what's coming out of that vase. Yikes. Anyway, I'm super pumped. So yeah, it has beautiful colors. Beautiful colors. Like I said, stitching as called for. Sterling Ada from Picture This Plus. So yeah, this one you will see pretty frequently now. And then also once we turn the year, you'll see this on its birthday. I do love stitching on every project on its birthday, if not more. Hence the next one, why it's already come out, because its birthday isn't until, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. This is a piece by Brenda Gervais for With Thy Needle and Thread. This is Souvenirs of the Heart, Home for Christmas. The model was stitched over 1 on 25 count Lugana. I am doing mine on an 18 count Ada. And my Ada is Picture This Plus Sterling again. I liked that one for a while there. And I've got it queued up on my Q-Snap, and I've been working on some of the white detailing. So this last time I came in, I worked on this white right here and this white right here. So I've only put in like 1 stitching session on this. Oh, and I did this urn that's on top of the house. So I've done like 1.5 stitching sessions. So I want to get some more time in this. I don't think this will be a finish on its birthday like I had hoped. This is a 2019 whip. So I feel like it needs to get some time on it this month and get some love and hopefully get finished soon. But this house gets completely filled in. It's got these peppermint details down here underneath. You know, it looks like such a small, cute stitch. Couldn't be that much. I tend to drag things out. I mean, there's just color changes. So, you know, down here, you've got the holly and the peppermints. I've got this snow to stitch, which is actually kind of a cool, like it's back stitched or long stitched. Got all of these snowflake details, the birds, the rest of this planter thing, fill in the house, this tree. There's just more to do. So I don't know that it'll get finished before the turn of the year, but it will be one that I hope to focus on more next year so that it does not see its 3rd birthday. That's what I do to myself. No 3rd birthdays. I say that, but like legitimately Rosetta's going to have at least a 3rd birthday because it's a 2019 whip. All right, so that's all she wrote for stitching. So let's do some Joy-Filled Stashy Stash. So, and my basket around backwards again. It's Joy-Filled Stash Stash time. It's Joy-Filled Stash Stash time. And I'm going to start with an order that I received. I placed this, I was on a project bag buying kick. And I found this awesome company on Etsy and thought I'd give them a try. And it's called Fireweed Lane. So there's their card, Fireweed Lane. Their bags also have beautiful tags on them. Packaged super pristinely, and it arrived flat as a flitter, which is great. I hate to say, but I occasionally will receive vinyl front bags that are folded like this, and they end up with a permanent crease in the vinyl, which is very disappointing. So I love that this was shipped flat. The interior looks like old, like postal stamps, like, and in the back, I love, is some fabric that looks like bookshelves with classic books. And I personally love that this one had Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, Pinocchio. It also has Tales of Arabian Nights, Jane Eyre. I mean, you can see so many different ones. I do already know which project's going in here, but it will be a start for this next year. So nothing in there yet. And then I saw this and I couldn't resist. So this is, I her take on one of the little floss holder doodads, like a floss buddy. I don't remember what she calls them, but I couldn't resist because this is the Tula Pink Alice in Wonderland fabric. So it's got the dripping roses in true classic Tula Pink style, and then on the inside it's got the suits, the card suits, in kind of a rainbow chevron orientation. So I loved that. Prices were very reasonable. And so, yeah, I was super pumped to get those in the mail, and even more pumped to see just the, today is a day of things flying off the bed. Just excited to see just how nice those were. So the bobbin holder that holds 12 floss bobbins was $10, and the project bag, which is Amy Stewart Library of Rarities fabric, was $28. So yeah. And then I somehow qualified or used a code, or she was doing a sale, and so I had a shipping discount, so my shipping looked like it was free. So that was pretty cool. All right, I did get in my floss of the month. It's called the Just Flossin' Club from Forbidden Fiber Co. And this month was good. I've never had my child, Draco little one, try to rip some flosses out of my hand, but she did with some of these, so I will show you the ones in just a minute. So you've got Collegiate, which is a really dark indigo blue. You've got Sunkissed, which looks like the orange soda to me. Mistletoe, I think I have another one of these, but this is a great Christmassy green. You've got Wood Violet, which is gorgeous, great prim color. You've got Beta. Love that variegation in there. You've got One of a Kind, Morning Glory. Love that. This is one she tried to rip out of my hands. This is the way. Yeah. That's a variegated Star Wars franchise themed one. Then we've got Dark Roast, a super dark espresso brown. Redwood, beautiful prim red. Fossil, it's a great bluish gray with even some like more gray variegation down there. Vanilla Blossom. And then you've got Tatooine, another one. So I said, no, you cannot have these. Why? I said, what are you going to do with them? I don't know. You may not have them. I will put them in a project. For me, I said, I don't know. And then, last but not least, this is last purchases. And then I have a happy mail. So, Satsuma Street posted that they were putting up some new ornament kits. They're perforated paper ornament kits of some new designs. And there were two I wanted. And one was already sold out when I saw the post on Instagram. So, no problem. I bought the turtle doves. And I said in the post, oh, I cannot wait until the other one comes in stock. Should be later next week or something. So I happened to check not too long ago, and the other one came in stock, and so I've gotten both of them. So yay, I can show them both. This is Turtle Doves. I think she's going to do a whole series because she does have partridge in a pear tree. But I loved this one. I've spoken previously about my daughter and I and bluebirds, and so I think this is Mama and Baby Bird. So yes, I bought it. Comes with the perforated paper, comes with the pattern. It's beautifully printed. It has cardboard in between to keep it nice and flat for shipping. It comes with a needle. It comes with all of the beads and sequins that are needed and all of the floss and any of the finishing like this twine down here. So that was the first one that I grabbed, and then it came back in stock, so I had to have it. And this is Tree Topper, and I think it's adorable, that Santa with the tree hat and the cute little red birds. So cute. And again, it comes with the perforated paper. It comes with a needle. Comes with all the beads and sequins and all of the floss. So, highly recommend her kits. You can find her on Etsy. Satsuma Street. So yeah, super, super fun. And I like the, make some music with it too. So I did get one piece of Happy Mail, and I was overjoyed to get a beautiful card from the incomparable duo, Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching. Look how cute they are in their hats. So, Deck the Halls, a super nice note on the back, and what a fun thing to get in the mail one day. So, thank you, Pam and Steph. I appreciate you. I did not get around to Christmas cards. I didn't do family Christmas cards last year and felt really bad about that. But I did stitching Christmas cards, And this year, I'm just going to be honest, I got family Christmas cards done. I didn't even do professional pictures. I used some that I took and some that we had collected throughout the year and did like a collage style card. And so that's what I did this year, was I did family Christmas card. So 2020 was just a year. So it's the year we skipped Christmas cards, which is fine. Pardon me. So that's all she wrote for like the stitchy content and things of those nature. I am going to do a bit of life update, and I will say that I know some of you are not here for the life update. That's totally fine. I will see you in my next video, but if you're here for life update, awesome. Thank you so much for those of you that kind of said, please stop apologizing for sharing your life with us. I guess it's just kind of my nature to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I know this is a stitching channel and you're not here for this, but I'm going to try better to not apologize. But watch, it'll come out of my mouth probably before this is over. So again, thank you so much to those of you who are piecing out at this point. All that is left is me talking about life update. So last we spoke, which was last Saturday. I think it was Saturday. And today's Friday. Last Saturday morning, I believe it was early, I had spoken briefly about my grandfather and his struggles and his declining health and where we kind of were. And I will say, Saturday, we ended up, Joyfield Little One and I, we had tickets to go see some of her friends. I think I mentioned this in last week's video, but, you know, to be perfectly honest, it's a blur, and my, yeah, I've slept since then. We went to Nutcracker, and it was great, and we had such a good time. Before that, we had stopped by to visit at my grandparents' house, and to see my grandmother, and to visit with, you know, see my grandfather and visit with my grandmother. And then after the Nutcracker, we went back over there and we hung out for a little bit. Joyfield Little One spent Saturday night at my parents' house for her weekly sleepover, which we'll see how this week and next week go, because my mom's getting exceptionally busy, being that she's in kind of hospitality. Thanksgiving and Christmas are her busiest times, and the time between them. Sunday, we woke up and I kind of took care of some around the home stuff. I started a little laundry. Wait, did I film on Sunday? Yes, I filmed on Sunday. So I already talked about the Nutcracker. I already talked about visiting. So I apologize. I filmed on Sunday morning. So after I filmed, and I think I uploaded it a little bit after that, my mom called and said, hey, your cousins are over here. And then with my cousin's kids, who Joyfield Little One loves to play with. They are 4 and 2, and she likes to kind of be like the baby, like the big cousin, and like babysit them kind of. And so we went over there, and I took my lesson planning stuff with me because I had not finished creating all my stuff for this week from the computer lab. So I took that. I also took some stitching, but to be perfectly honest, it took me a while to like kind of focus in. There was family in and out all day on Sunday. It was kind of set at that point when my mom called me and said, hey, but when you come over, just check in with me before, because it's imminent. It's, you know, he's going to be passing. We want to make sure that, you know, the funerals home is not here doing their thing. And I said, okay. So on Sunday, we were kind of around all day. We ate, you know, lunch and had a bite for snack over there. Joyfield Little One played. She played with the puppies that are there. I worked on some of my lesson stuff. And then about 4, at that point, I said, hey, we're going to go ahead and go. I need to start kind of prepping for the week and getting some more laundry. And I only got 2 loads, a load and a half done on Sunday because we were out of the house so much. But I needed to get back into that focus of life's going to continue tomorrow, whether I'm ready or not, and I need to have stuff together for my students. So we came home. I worked on a bunch of work stuff. Joyfield Little One worked on some stuff. She had, she wanted to read some of her books. She wanted to watch a video on her Chromebook or something. I'm not sure. It's some artsy something or another. Totally fine. Child appropriate. And Then Monday, woke up, got ready for school, got headed to school, all of that. My mom texted me and said, it's pretty imminent. I'll let you know how things go. And then about 9:30, I got the text that he had passed. Peacefully, he was surrounded by his wife and my grandmother and his 4 children and his 3 stepchildren. So everybody was there as he passed. He passed very peacefully. He passed very calmly. It just so happened that when he passed, my joy-filled little one was actually in computer class with me. So I was able to get a hug from her and share the news with her. And so it was kind of nice for us to be there with each other. I kind of just walked around the rest of that day in kind of a fog. I taught my classes. That Mondays are my busiest day. So I think it gave me a lot to take my mind off of everything. And, of course, this is my mom's dad. And so she, being that this is so busy, there was just a lot on her mind. And so at that point I said, I'm going to take the burden of any of the things that you would typically do with Joyful Little One off your plate. I got that handled, like all the after school commitments and all of that. I said, now what is the plan on everything else? So I think Tuesdays when we found out that today, Friday, would be the service and the reception. And the service was graveside. And so that was at 11. So we've done that. And then the reception was kind of come and go from 12 to 2 at one of our local country clubs. So right now it is 2:25. My husband and I went to the service, and then we went to the reception for a little bit, had a bite to eat, and then we left. And here in a little bit, I'm going to be going to pick up Joyful Little One a tiny bit early from school because one of her most favorite cousins is here up from college, and she wants to see her. The cousin has to leave tomorrow because she has finals this next week. Thankfully, she's within driving distance, so she's going to have plenty of time to focus and do her best. She's a very, very intelligent young lady. Exactly who I want my child to look up to be perfectly honest. So Joyful Little One did go to school. We gave her the option, because when I was 10, my grandfather passed away, my closest to me grandfather, at the time. And one that I had a very, very, very close relationship with. And I still, I don't want to say regret, because as a 10-year-old, I didn't have a choice. I was not allowed to go to the funeral. I was not allowed to partake in any of those things. I was, kept in the bubble of it. And, that's been kind of sad. So I wanted to make sure she was okay with the decision of not going. And she said, I'm just not ready for that. And I said, I totally get that, but that's why we left it up to you. Because I don't want you to have the same feelings that I had. Now, this is her great grandfather, so it's a little bit different, in terms of closeness to her, than mine with my grandfather. But this is the first passing of someone where we had a service and everything, and she was of an age where that was even a discussion. Because when my grandmother Mimi passed away, she said explicitly in her directives that she didn't want a service of any kind. And so that would have been the most recent other passing. Which, by the way, that's really hard on the people that are left earthside. To put that kind of no, you can't congregate. You can't have a memorial for me. But anywho, that's me being selfish and not wanting to honor her wishes. I want to be no, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about how awesome you were. But anyway, so the service was beautiful. Today it's 85, like I said, 85 degrees. And this morning leaving the house, the roads were wet with moisture from the humidity being so high. It's gross this morning. And so I'm ugh. And all these men dressed in their nicest suits, ladies in their, we're in wintertime. Or we're supposed to be in wintertime. And so, but when we were at the service, this cool breeze was just blowing the air, all the humidity lifted out of the air. It was perfect. It was perfect. And then it was almost the minute that we got done with the service and we're getting back in the cars to head to the next place, it's like the humidity came back, and it was just, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, God. That was beautiful to like be there, and just this breeze blowing, and just, oh, it was so special. And it was so perfect. And so, I've cried a little bit this week. I've been sad a lot this week. But I will say overall, I feel very at peace. Because we all just wanted him to not be suffering, and to be peaceful, and to be completely restored. And that is what has happened. And so today was the kind of closure on that chapter. The reception was beautiful. It was just family, and the very closest of family friends. And so yeah, life will be returning to as normal as possible, effective maybe tomorrow. Today we've got some extra stuff going on. We're going over to my aunt and uncle's to visit with some of the family that's come in, and they've only been in for one day. So yeah, but I wanted to go ahead and take an opportunity to say thank you so much for all your prayers and well wishes. In my opinion, the prayers were answered exactly the way that we all wanted them to be answered. There was no healing back from this. It was, we just need you to pass peacefully, because we don't want to see you suffer anymore. And we don't want you to suffer anymore. Right? That kind of came off as from a selfish spin. It's not about us. We wanted him to not suffer anymore, and to be at rest, at peace, eternally. So obviously there is going to be that hole there at Christmas. I don't know that we're going to get together for Christmas. I haven't really heard that. We usually get together the Sunday before Christmas anyway, and that's coming up pretty soon. So I'm not really sure what that's going to look like, but it felt good for everybody to be there today, and to also see so many people that are important, that are people from my mom's life that don't necessarily know my grandfather, or didn't have a relationship with him, but they were there just to support my mom. And that was so legitimately cool. It was the coolest thing. So anyway, I wanted to update you on that. Other than that, work has been great. I've been trying to keep myself as busy as possible. It's been busy whether I try to or not. This time of the year, we're trying to wrap a bunch of stuff up before the Christmas holiday. So next Friday, we have a half day, and that is the beginning of our winter Christmas holiday. So that's super exciting and much needed. So I think that's all I have to share with you today. This might be a little bit on the long side. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. It really just does show how caring this community is, that we look out for each other, and we want to make sure everybody's doing okay. I am still woefully behind on my Flosstube watching, let alone Flossmas. I might be celebrating Flossmas in like March. That's okay. That's like super fun. It's going to put me in a great mood. So yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day today and week ahead. Get some X's in your project, get some stitching in, enjoy time with family maybe, or friends, or do something you love. Live in this moment. That's what I want to say. Live in this moment. My grandfather always lived in the moment, and he lived with such compassion that I want to be just like him when I grow up. Yep, I am grown up, but I want to be more like him as I continue to grow up in this life. So with that being said, I want to wish you a wonderful week ahead. I will see you very, very soon. And also watch for a video coming where I share more in depth about my awesome new sussies that came from Caterpillar Cross Stitch for the new Stitch Along. I did a dedicated video to this. It's under 10 minutes where I show you all the inner workings on that. It also has my discount code, so go check it out. That's coming up. It'll be after this one. I've already filmed it, but I'm going to put this one up first. So that being said, I will say /sing. So long, stitch well. I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, and I'll see you super, super soon.